You might have noticed that Blender 4.2 doesn't have a bloom option in the render settings anymore. Well, I'm going to show you how it now works. So I've got a scene of some toadstools here, and I want these white blobs that are on the surface of my toadstools to have a glow to them. I'm in Eevee, and what I'm about to show you will work in both Eevee and Cycles, but I've managed to make Eevee look fairly similar to Cycles. If we jump across to that, you can see the results there, and Eevee isn't too far off, thanks to all the improvements. But unfortunately, we haven't got the bloom option anymore in the render properties. In order to set up bloom, we need to do some compositing. It's very straightforward and won't take you very long, and I'll show you the quickest way to do it. First of all, just note if I go to the shading workspace, the important thing to know if you want some bloom in your scene is that these objects, if I click on one, the objects that I want to have bloom need an emission material, or they need to have a really bright light shining on them, because the bloom, or the bloom node, looks at the brightest part of the image and makes it glow. So with your emission set up, you can go to compositing. Now yours might look slightly different to this. You may not see your nodes. You do need to click on use nodes in order to make this work. And if you still can't see your nodes, then press the home button and that will frame all. You can find that under the view menu, frame all, just there. Okay, so we can't see the results at the moment. If I click the backdrop option, that should show me the rendered result in the background, but it's not because I haven't actually rendered my scene. So I can press F12 to render, and this is the rendered result using Eevee. I can now close this down, and if I unselect backdrop and select it again, we are now seeing the rendered layer here, but we're not actually seeing the image in the background. In order to see it, we need the viewer node. So I can press Shift A to add, start typing in view, and there's the viewer node just there. And as soon as I add that, we can now see a background, and we can take this image and plug it into the viewer node. What I'm going to do is Shift right click and drag between the two to create one of these reroute points. So I can move these across to the side. I'll press N to get rid of the side panel and move this one across as well. So we can easily add the node here, and it will go to our composite and our viewer node at the same time. The composite is what you'll see when you render. The viewer is what you see just here. So in order to add the bloom, we can press Shift A to add. It's under filter and it's called glare. If I bring that in and add it in here, you can see it's on streaks at the moment. We've got these funny streaks here. Incidentally, if you find this a bit awkward to see the background image, you could actually bring this out and change the outliner, which I don't use so much in the compositor, and change that to the image editor. And in the drop down, I can change that to viewer node and we can see it a bit easier. I'll just reposition my nodes so we can see them more easily. So currently we're on streaks. We've got bloom at the top here, but we've also got fog glow, which is actually, I think, a bit better than bloom. I'll show you what bloom looks like. It's a little bit strong and you can just change the size here to, let's say, something like 3 is probably a good setting. Threshold is how bright the object needs to be in order to add bloom to it. If you start putting it up, you can see that the white from the stalks is no longer glowing and only the disk things are, which have an emission. So that's the bloom. I actually find fog glow a little bit better. If we choose fog glow, we can turn the quality to high and we can turn the size up to something like 8 or maybe 9, and you can see a much nicer glow. I'll just quickly show you a comparison by duplicating this node, quickly plugging it in and changing this back to the bloom and bring the size back down to 3. And if I jump to the fog glow, if I bring the threshold down for the fog glow, then that looks a bit better. So there's bloom and fog glow, and I think you can see that that's a bit better. Now, because this has already been rendered, all we need to do to save this is go up to image and save as. So this is your rendered image, and these are just effects added on top of it. And the great thing about this technique is that if you want to do this in Cycles, it's exactly the same process, but you do need to re-render your image in Cycles for it to all work, because remember, it's adding it to the rendered image. So that's how we add bloom or fog glow in Blender 4.2. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.